Well, good evening, everybody. And as you can see, we have a rather interesting subject. Actually, we have several, but this is kind of part of what has been an extraordinary week. Now, what basically happened was that Tim Holmseth has been talking a lot about the Delphi murder case and the suspect that Richard Allen had been arrested and in jail. And his uh, contention is that Richard Allen is being framed. And Richard Allen is being framed, according to Timothy Charles Holmseth, by the FBI, CIA, NSA, bloody, 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 and that I am the person that um, had something to do with the murder of the two teenagers. He's done countless videos where he's played the voice of the bridge guy and he compares it to my voice. He has accused Fireman John of being um, the bridge guy, and he has used his voice. Now, in a recent Telegram entry that he made, um, he actually said that he is praying for Richard Allen, who is the suspect, and is praying that he is released from prison because he declares that Richard Allen is not the killer. Now, he bases this apparently on what I don't know. He is not an investigative reporter. He's a guy that parses articles he sees on the internet and on mainstream media, and he goes around taking selfies of himself in front of buildings and signs. But this is not the first time he's done this, but it just appears that anyone that is involved in a major investigation or is arrested for whatever reason, they automatically are scapegoats. And it is either me or anybody that has the misfortune of being on my chat um, being accused of being into trafficking or any other such nonsense. Now, I have been busy with Operation Fallen Tower for quite a while now, so I did not uh, have time to properly prepare the show and to bring in slides and everything. But the links are out there for who are interested. But something else has come to light, and I am going to pull up uh, his first of all his blog to see if I can find what I need. Uh, Now, one thing I am going to say in relation to Operation Fallen Tower, I'm not going to disclose what Operation Fallen Tower was, but I will say that Operation Fallen Tower was a great success. what was done went according to plan, uh, went off without a hitch, and the Operation Fallen Tower has concluded successfully. Well, good evening, Ashley. Yes, there's a bunch of people that want him in jail, and I believe that it is closer than uh, people may realize. Now, good things take time, and the government is notorious for taking time, but there are things that I feel are going on that uh, are going to facilitate this. And the one thing is going on is something else that's been going on in the news in the uh, teleturd world and over on BitCrap, and that is with David Lester Straight. Um, Apparently, David Lester Straight, according to Timothy Holmseth, uh, has been thrown out of the Republic of Texas. It's a group that be honest with you, I haven't had a lot of time to research this, but Timothy Charles Holmseth has put up a uh, big headline saying State National David Straight is a child sex trafficker and con man lying about Donald J. Trump. Now, David Straight apparently, according to a number of sources, has claimed to be um, closely acquainted with Donald J. Trump. But guess who else is acquainted with Donald J. Trump? Or so he claims, and that is Mr. Timothy Charles Homestead. Thank you, Ashley. I will look that stuff over. I've been busy today with another situation, and I just have not had time. I have got people sending me stuff from all over the place, and yeah, I'm just reading something, but yeah, and I just haven't had time to properly get this. But he did another uh, hit video of Mr. Straight. Oh, okay. I'm gonna black out the audio. But the headline is Diabolical Psychopath State National is trying to get his followers shot by police to start a war. And he's in this, I don't know how long this video is, it's brief, but he's saying that, hello, Richard. David Lester Street is a sex trafficker and con man. And I guess he's playing one of David Straight's seminars that he had in a ballroom someplace. And I don't see okay, what do we got here? Investigative journalist Timothy Charles Holmseth, war correspondent, infiltrated David Lester Straight and discovered a plot by David Straight, General Michael Flynn, Linwood, and Juan Sabin, Patrick Byrne, General Mark Milley, and Vice Admiral Charles W. Moore, Navy SEALs, and others to overthrow the United States government. Now, what surprises me about this is that Timothy Charles Holmseth came out and said that uh, the United States government is illegitimate. Illegitimate. He basically took the sovereign citizen route. But according to sources, the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force actually came out of an idea that David Lester Straight had, and that the one man between Donald Trump and Timothy Charles Holmseth was, in fact, David Lester Straight. Now, why this change of heart on the part of Mr. Holmseth regarding Mr. Straight? Well, it comes down to this thousands upon thousands of kids that were supposed to have been rescued in California. It turns out that David Lester Straight, for some reason, would not cooperate with Tim satisfactorily. Tim got mad and has been after David Lester Straight for a while. And now he has latched on to reports going around that David Lester Straight was thrown out of the Republic of Texas for selling bogus license plates and some kind of um, land scam or something. I really haven't been able to get the gist of it. Um, and I'm trying to. All right, I'll do it this. I'll do it on this one. There was an article that was linked to me that uh, pertains to Mr. Straight, and let me see if I can dig this up real quick. Um, all right, I'm going to read this as best I can. I did not have time to bring the slides in of this because again I've been busy all day. As soon as I gotta, oh, I don't know why it's doing that. All right. Mark, yes, he has. He's called out David Straight for quite a long time. And again, he called him out because David Straight wouldn't cooperate with him when it came to these mole kids found under tunnels in California that the Marines were supposed to have saved. Tim Holmseth wanted to be in on that, and David Straight apparently has ignored him. Now, so an article has come out regarding this matter, and that is over on a new, or I don't know if it's new, but it's a blogging thing that people are starting. And the headline is False Accusations and Treason. Republic of Texas launches grand jury investigation against Timothy Charles Holmseth and Randy Erickson. And they should have been included Randy Erickson Holmseth since she seems to like to call herself Randy Holmseth now. Allegations of sedition and treason shake the Republican of Texas as Timothy Holmseth and Randy Erickson face serious consequences for false reporting and attempted sabotage. In a shocking turn of events, the Republic of Texas has opened a grand jury investigation into two individuals, Timothy Holmseth and Randy Erickson, who have been accused of sedition and treason against the state. It all began with Timothy Holmseth and Randy Erickson made false accusations to the FBI, claiming that the Republic of Texas and Sheriff David Lester Straight was involved in selling counterfeit license plates and committing wire fraud. These false accusations caused the FBI to conduct a raid during a meeting of the Republic of Texas. However, they didn't stop there. The duo went on to make more false accusations, this time against Sheriff David Lester Street, a respected law enforcement officer in the state, of being a child trafficker. Their baseless claims had the potential to cause harm to the reputation of both the Republic of Texas and Sheriff David Lester Street. People of the Republic of Texas were outraged by their actions. The investigations conducted by the Republic of Texas revealed that these allegations were completely fabricated and lacked any evidence to support them. This led to the grand jury being presented with evidence that Timothy Homseth and Randy Erickson had knowingly made false accusations to the FBI with the intent of starting a war between Texas and the federal government and harming the reputation of Sheriff David Lester Street. The grand jury, made up of a panel of citizens, was shocked by the gravity of the situation and the lengths to which Timothy Homseth and Randy Erickson were willing to go to achieve their goals. The Republic of Texas takes such matters very seriously, and the grand jury was determined to hold the individuals accountable for their actions. The charges of sedition and treason are serious crimes in Texas and carry severe penalties if found guilty. Timothy Homseth and Randy Erickson could face decades in prison and hefty fines. It is expected that the grand jury, through their investigation, will leave no stone unturned in ensuring justice is served. Furthermore, evidence has presented to the grand jury showing that Timothy Homseth and Randy Erickson have active warrants in their state for arrest. A spokesman for the Texas Rangers of Republic of Texas stated that if Timothy Homseth and Randy Erickson come into contact with law enforcement from the Republic of Texas, they will be both arrested and detained on the spot for a court hearing. The Republic of Texas has always been known for its pride, resilience, and unwavering commitment to justice. This case undoubtedly tests these qualities to their very core, but the people of Texas remain steadfast in their belief that justice will prevail. Sheriff David Lester Street, who has served the state with distinction, can take comfort in knowing that the people of Texas stand with him and will not let baseless accusations tarnish his reputation. Now, I don't know anything about this Republic of Texas. I don't know if it has to do with the actual state of Texas or if this is a subset within it. People have explained this Republic of Texas to me, and there have also been widespread opinions regarding David Lester Street and his actions. I remain neutral on this. I do not know David Lester Street. I have no affiliation with him. But he is finding out that Timothy Charles Homseth is somebody he cannot rely on. He is finding out that Timothy Homseth will turn on him on a dime and will throw people's to the wolves. And, the FBI will likely become more involved than they already are. And it's unknown where this is going to lead. Um, so, everybody can decide for themselves what they think. But I think it's interesting that um, the man who actually made the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force is now finding himself the subject of this a series of allegations by, once again, Timothy Charles Homseth. Because Homseth has started to attack David Lester Street to varying degrees a long time ago. And it was, again, like I said earlier in the webcast, all having to do with Mr. Straight and this claim of all these children being rescued by the United States Marines. So you have Mr. Homseth and his lackeys once again um, going after people that do not do his bidding. So, you know, and this just keeps going on and on and on. Now, what I'm going to do is better late than ever. So you know where this stuff, where Mr. Straight's accusations came from. Or no, I hit the wrong button. Come on. Bring this into the. You. Oh, cats. Who? Okay, here we go. And Mittens likes to climb up on my desk, and if she hits the keyboard, I don't know what's going to happen. Let's. What a night. Well, everybody, say hi to Mittens. Mitten wanted to show up and say hi to everybody. So, meow, meow, meow. Crazy cat. Casey, she's like a boomerang. She keeps coming back. But as you can see, Mr. Straight is now the latest in the long list of people that are being declared um, sexual traffickers and all this stuff. And it's funny that Timmy calls out Mr. Straight for lying about his affiliation with Donald J. Trump when it is it's Timothy Charles Homseth that is also lying about his affiliation with Donald J. Trump. No one in the Trump organization heard about Timothy Charles Homseth until people started making inquiries as to whether or not anyone, excuse me, anyone has ever heard of Timothy Charles Homseth or the PPTF, and they said no. We have no idea what you're talking about. And he has never said, he has never had any contact with Melania Trump, who he has declared many times that he has had an intimate relationship with. So, there's that. Excuse me. So, all these people, let me just catching up a little bit on the chat here. Yeah, yeah, that he does do that. Ashley, he's made almost the same claims that Tim Holmseth made, but Tim Holmseth stops at saying he can actually pick up the phone and call the former president. That um, someone has to come in, and someone is between him and Trump, which turns out to be David Lester Straight, according to many sources. There was a couple names that, oh, now the thing works. Um, okay, well, too late for that. But let me. Okay, let me think. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Bring this back up. Yeah, everything is starting to come into place. I have an individual that contacted me um, while I was on my way to the airport and on the phone. And that individual stated quite a few things about Tim Homeseth. And I'm waiting for that individual to send me the material that was supposed to be done um, through my email. So I will be anxious to see that when it comes. I'm going to have to do this because I'm not getting what I need on my seeing what we have here. Okay, I was sent a original message that was sent out May 26, 2019. And it reads, if I can, this is an ultra fine print, but I'll do my best with it. I am a coordinator for David Straight. I have been authorized to contact you and allow you to interview David Straight for approximately 1/2 hour. To update you and Timmy Homeseth's followers, he states his status and current protection status. David is in control of this part of Tim's case. You are not allowed to ask any court information on his cases, pending litigation, and fiduciary responsibilities reasoning, or anything in his current court cases where David is not involved in this part of Timothy's case. But Kirk Pendergrass is the lead on that in court involvement representation under E Clause LLC. E Clause LLC is a loss prevention company, meaning they audit any breach of the government and or change or the choice or process the Congress. Okay, I'm trying to get this is an ultra fine print, so I'm having a problem with choice or process attorneys and the courts use. In Tim's case, E Clause was created under the Act of Congress, and Chris Hallett, John Gentry, and Kirk Pendergrass operate under this company, which has been approved by Congress to audit any portion of any government. As you are aware, Timothy's case is were high profile, and he feared for his life for some time. So, for that reason, we have procedures in place for points of communication outside this group. David controls those points. I am here to make that arrangement if you desire to interview David. David will be traveling next week, so my times and dates may have to be somewhat flexible. If these terms are in agreement, could you send me 3 dates and times so I can coordinate David's schedule? With respect, Randy Erickson. So, in that letter or message, whatever, um, this indicates that Randy Erickson not only supported David Lester Straight, she was actually mediating for him, acting as a liaison to arrange any sort of interview, meeting, contact, whatever. Um, so that now, all of a sudden, David Straight is a pedophile, sex trafficker, you name it, he's it. So, on the ever growing list of people that Timmy considers a pedophile, David Straight is right there. And Tim Holmseth says he, quote, infiltrated David Lester Straight, which means he was operating under false pretenses when he said he supported David Lester Straight. And so this should be a lesson to all those people out there that um, support Timmy, to understand that if at any time he feels you are not being of use to him or support of him, you will become the next pedophile. This is how he operates. And and you can track this all the way back to Kim Picazio. That Kim Picazio told him, no, we are handling the Haley Cummings case. If you feel like you want to do your own investigation, that's fine, but we cannot have you as part of ours. Oh, that was weird. Uh, as far as I know, he still is. Is these seminars that he holds is for he makes money on them. He has gone through elaborate things to say that uh, the money is donations, they're gifts, so they're not subject to IRS scrutiny, um, which is kind of, I think he's in a gray area on that one, but that's why he is able, so he thinks, to get out of any situation with the IRS. But he's on shaky ground, and I have a feeling that the IRS is eventually going to investigate to see if this is truly a valid way for him to operate. But, that's the wild and wacky world out there with these sovereign citizen groups and so forth. But at the same time, you know, Timothy Charles Holmseth is batting away in a hornet's nest. Some of these groups you don't want to mess with because they don't operate within the law, and there's no telling what might happen if he keeps up with this. He's not doing this the proper way. And, the Daily Beast, I think it was, did an article on David Lester Straight. And, if anybody can find that, that's probably the best way to figure out how this guy operates. But at the same time, by going on and, putting this man up there, He's taken it. He's in very unstable territory, to say the least. Now, as for Field McConnell, I don't have a lot of information that I can give about Mr. McConnell. I do understand that a statement has been or is going to be made regarding what's been happening for quite a while. Um, I understand that his computer has been repaired, that everything has been set, and that he will be more likely on the air next week if he is up to it. He got the flu or something, so he's a little bit under the weather. But I am sure that Paula, who is going to be his uh, co host on that show, will make whatever comment she deems necessary about the situation, and so will Field McConnell. And, I have nothing to do with the show, how it operates, or anything. So I do not have anything that I can say when um, it comes to the operation of the Align uh, show that I guess is going to be over on Rumble. So I would pay attention to Paula, and I guess she will be the one to give you any details on Field McConnell that you wish. I have nothing that I am able to state about him. Yeah, Vice did an interview with David Straight. I think they were the ones that did that um, video where David Straight was actually defending a pedophile, and he was mad because he spent all this money on getting these forms that Straight sold him, and um, turned out they were worthless. So I don't know. And that was one of the cases I was going to be following. So I'm going to have to do some research to see what the current status of that case is. But, we've got, oops, what else has come across the wire? Okay, Sarah Dunkling had um, posted a something consider on September 4th, 2019. Pentagon child trafficking task force member David Straight is coming to Fayetteville, Arkansas this weekend. He is giving a seminar to families on how to deal with CPS, among other issues. Friday 6 to 9, Saturday 9 to 9. Tickets days are ticketed separately via Eventbrite link. Completely free event, Saturday meal included. Um, so Sarah Dunklin is a woman that was alleged to have been involved with the sightseeing tour, so to speak, of Cynthia Absug, um, who has got herself in trouble with the state of Colorado. She was tried and convicted, and still, from what last reports I've been able to obtain, not able to see the child that got her in the mess to begin with. Now, I want to check something because this has to do, I've been waiting for something from a different court case. And let me do this. But this is one of the things these people get involved in is they interfere with these various cases, screw it up for the guardian of the child that's gotten in trouble with CPS, and then they walk away. And these women are left, and men, but I think it's mainly women this time. These people are hung out to dry. They can't get their children back because now matters have been made worse. Let's hope I typed this right. I had a problem the last time I did this. Yeah, well, things are working right for a change. And let's see, the document is opened up. Now, on April 6th, 2000, or, this year, obviously. Oh, they still locked it. Never mind. An order on motion to increase expert witness cap e-filed by judge. Now, that is still sealed. I thought they would have released that by now, but they haven't. So until I get that order, I can't see exactly what it is. But in the Blanchard case, excuse me, the defense is going to hinge on whether or not Neely Blanchard was sane at the time of the alleged murder. She has confessed to the murder. Now, this is another case where Timothy Charles Homseth has stated that the accused killer in the case is innocent, that they're being framed. And again, he's accusing me and others of being part of what happened to Chris Hallett. And I can almost guarantee, I'm going to get attacked for this from Mr. Homseth. It seems to be a pattern. But that's okay, because that's his day in the sun is coming. So I want to see. If there's anything else. Okay. Delphi murder suspect Richard Allen's lawyers say he is enduring prisoner of war conditions. And a motion was filed recently stating that he is enduring these conditions. And there has been a motion put forward to get him moved to another prison. And it's not known. What the situation is going to be, but apparently they've also said that he is in a 6 by 10 foot cell, no larger than a dog kennel, and sleeping on a pad on a concrete floor, which may or may not be true. Why the hell? Oops, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. So let's see. Well, that didn't come through. Where'd it go? What did I do? Say that as a. Let me try this again. Oh, it's saving it as a web. God, I hate it when it does that. trying to bring a picture over and I'm not having very good luck, so I got to do it this way. Okay, now maybe this will work. And now let's see if that. Yep, that finally. Trying to get stuff. But this apparently is Dave, Mr. Allen, in um, someplace. And, it's obvious that a lot of times when you go into the prison system, you're going to lose a little bit of weight. Uh, and so this is his current appearance, apparently. Uh, Jasmine, that um, is being looked into because um, I believe she um, is with the State Department, and um, that is being investigated by the State Department. Oh, the medical student, that was the one that was accompanying Cynthia Absug across the country. He had he was acting as her driver, I guess. Yeah, actually, I don't know if he ever continued um, his education or if he suffered so much from the situation that he's no longer a student. Um, Basically, once Cynthia Amsug was arrested, he was out of the picture. But the college student did a three-part interview with um, Northwest Liberty News when they were up in or after everything happened. So I don't know where everything is on that. It's just that we're now looking at, um, you know, the or not Cynthia Ebs, but Neely Blanchard case coming up. And I'm still waiting on some information before I start my series. I'm going to be doing a multi part series um, on events that led up to the E Clause murder, but uh, I'm waiting on information to come forth that I can um, report on. And so that's about where we stand right now. There's not a hell of a lot going on with anything right now as far as Neely Blanchard and Mr. Richard Allen. Um, this I would not expect to see his trial start on time. It's probably going to get continued. They're still looking into anyone that may have been assisting Mr. Allen um, allegedly, um, in whatever was going on. Bullet to the back of Timothy's head. Now, what the hell is this? He cranks these things out. This is Timothy Charles Homseth is a permanent victim. Is he's always going to come up with some way to feel sorry about himself, and he's done it again. Now let me see what the hell this is all about. Oh, Operation Live to Tell. He's begging for more money again. That's what it is. So, so he's put up a slideshow and doing a header. I heard Timothy is dead, bullet to the back of his head. This is somebody that was trolling him, apparently. What say you, Randy? This is, God, I remember this. This is ages ago. And so he's letting that sit. Header. He's got the header to his blog. He just keeps playing this over and over and over again. Oh, there he is in front of the yachts. Um, same place as the one that was sold. So this is a 3-minute video declaring that he's had another. And wouldn't you know, right in the video is a link to Operation Live to Tell, which is an article he wrote. And this is his give, send, go. So just for shits and giggles, let's see how much money this clown is making off these idiot people who actually believe in this stuff. Well, this is interesting. For some reason, his charities aren't coming out, so we'll do it this way. I always like to check and there. Well, this is for some reason. Oh, here we go. Holy crap! I'm in the wrong business. According to Operation Live to Tell, Timothy Charles Homseth has raised $17,345. Now, has anybody got an adding machine? Because let's go to the next one, which is Timothy Charles Homseth's car. And now he's got this as a monthly goal. And he has raised $11,408 towards this car that he needs. And raised this month is $1,465. An anonymous donor 20 hours ago sent him $20. Another anonymous donor a day ago sent him $300. A day ago, another one sent him $50. And someone by the name of Maureen 2 days ago sent him $25. And 2 days ago, Shannon sent him $50. So he's just raking the money in, folks. All you gotta do is go out there and pretend that you're somebody going after pedophiles and rapists and all sorts of things, and you can make a small fortune. Gotta love it. Yeah, it's because the third one isn't on here. He has another one where he wants to talk to Donald Trump, and that was another $8 or $9,000. I can't remember, but yeah, it's SSDD, same shit, different day. Um, he just, and everybody whines, oh, it's not about money. Well, look at him. He's looking to be the next Joel Osteen, I guess, because Osteen, that's what he does. He's out there going to his parishioners saying, I need a new car, I need a new this, I need a new that, I need money in order to, preach God's plan. And so, but they got to keep it going. They got to keep that money raking in. And how all this running around the United States and taking selfies in front of a sign is supposed to save kids and expose traffickers and murderers and all this. That's, I can never answer that. But that's all I got for you tonight, folks. It's just the same thing being churned over and over again. And there really isn't much there. But I'm sure this coming week we're going to have some more goodies come into the cookie jar that we can eat. So stay tuned. So I'm going to bid you all a good night. Thank you for coming in and listening to this goofy old man rant on for an hour or so. I appreciate it. Uh, Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and share. And I'll be back again to figure out something to babble about. And eventually, um, I am going to try and do the series on the Neely Blanchard case before this thing comes to trial. So, thank you all for coming in. You have a good night and have a good one.